Hang on. We're all, yep. You know, guys, I got a chance to watch a couple episodes, almost half the entire show, and I think it's no surprise with Rebecca's book, with Marlene at the helm, with this incredible cast. This is an awesome show. Round of applause for these guys right now. Unbelievable. We are so excited you're here. Congratulations and thank you for being with us. How are you guys doing? You having a lot of fun so far? You enjoying the process, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good.
I feel like I just woke up. This is amazing.
It's a wake-up call, right? Yeah. Marlene, we were talking a little bit backstage. This is very reminiscent of the PLL vibe, right, that you had?
It feels like 7 years ago when we were in New York launching Pretty Little Liars during the at the time, ABC Family upfronts. And it's a very similar vibe. People seem to be really excited about Famous, and we're kind of owning social media already, and the show hasn't even aired, so it's pretty cool.
It's very, very cool. And just right off the bat, so we're just going to go, I know Pretty Little Liars, that was PLL. Famous in Love. We're just Famous? Is that how we're going to do it? Is that what we're starting now? Have we coined that yet?
FIL.
We're doing the, okay, I like it, FIL. I want to go back a little bit. Bella, I read that you loved this book when you were a teenager. I wonder, how did this start? Did you get...
She's
Marlene,
still a
did
teenager.
You get,
Yeah. I turned 20 this year. It's my last year being a teenager.
Congratulations.
So make that apparent.
Where's the beginning of this whole story of getting us here? Did you reach out? Did they find you? Did you guys all come together as a group and say, we need to do this? Like, how did it begin?
Basically, I was actually on Shake It Up at the time. I was just getting off Shake It Up. Oh, boy. There still is some fandom for Shake It Up. And I read the book. I put a quote on the book. I was like, wow, this is really fun. Then I got off Shake It Up. And me and my manager, Thor, actually, we wanted to make a show. And I brought him the book. He was really close to Marlene because he has Ashley Benson, and she's on PLL. And so he was like, you know who'd be the most amazing for this? Like, Marlene would bring these characters to life. So then Marlene came up with the dopest pilot for it and did all the seasons. Then we sold it to 9 different networks, and we picked Freeform, yeah.
Pretty incredible. I want to go around the room and just talk a little bit about how all of you got involved. Did you read the book beforehand? Were you aware of the book before getting involved in the show? Let's start in with Georgie, and then we'll go back around with the boys.
Hi.
Hi, Georgie.
I wasn't aware of the book, but after I auditioned, I still hadn't heard about it. You know, normally I go and audition and I'm usually forget about it because the chances are pretty slim. And then I got a call back and I was like, oh my God. And then they were like, oh, it's a book. And then I read the book before I auditioned or was reading it. And that's it.
Yeah, I got the part, and then I went and bought the book. And I looked at the back of the book, and it describes the characters, and it says, TV Guide, or People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year, Rainer Devon. And I was like, that's the part I'm playing.
It said that?
It says it on the book.
Surprising.
Got a lot to own up to there, Carter.
But here's the thing.
What goes through your head in that
He went
moment?
straight to the gym.
I was at the gym when I was, but I saw that and I was like, they got the wrong guy. They made a mistake. But then I thought, you know what? It doesn't mean you're actually this sexy. It just means like you're popular and people like you. And it's fiction. It's not real. So.
It's a nice answer. What about you, Keith?
I remember.
This is Keith.
Yes, I'm Keith.
You know, Keith.
Thank you so much. I read the book after the part because I was scared that if I didn't get it, I was gonna be jealous because I knew from the cover, I'm like, this is gonna be dope. So after I got it, I'm like, I gotta read it now. And I read it and I loved it. And I was reading it actually when I was shooting another project. I would read it in the trailer, and I was just like, yo, I cannot wait to go back to finish. This is before we started shooting the rest of the season. We did the pilot. I was like, I cannot wait to go back. So when I got it, I was happy, and I'm just excited for you guys to see it. Especially if you read the book, it's gonna be dope to compare it to, I believe.
Charlie?
Yeah, so for me, I wasn't aware of the book before, but I got a call to self-tape an audition, and I saw that Bella Thorne was attached, and...
We go way back.
Yeah, we go way back.
We go way back.
So
Me and Charlie go more back.
Yeah, we go way back, too. We used to do Ross commercials together.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, way back in the day. There's a few of them out there. But, yeah, basically, with Bella and I tested to play Deuce in Shake It Up. It was Adam and myself testing, and so I ended up being a guest star in the Shake It Up pilot. And so we became friends off of that, and I saw that she was attached to play Paige in Famous, and I was like, wait, that would be wild if I was in this show, if I was playing Bella's best friend in this show. Like, I almost was in it and Shake It Up.
And we searched so long for our Charlie. Like, we literally went on a manhunt, and we found the most perfect Jake.
Stop, you're too nice.
It's very sweet. A lot of this camaraderie and chemistry kind of oozes from the screen, and we'll get to that in a second, but I wanted to ask, what this show does a great job of doing is showing also the glamorous, but like not so glamorous side of being famous, and like all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, all of the stress that goes into it. You know, PLL is a phenomenon, and this show is, there's no reason I don't see that it was going to follow the same path. Are any of you at all concerned at some point in your career of being too famous, or is there a sweet spot for like stardom that you like to hit that you're trying to achieve, or do you have any like thoughts on that as you're going through this crazy journey right now? And you can start anywhere.
I think
There we go.
One thing we all have is we have Bella, who's already a superstar.
Yeah.
So she's given us tips and advice, and she knows the ropes.
Well, I would say, right, you're to be commended for your control of it, because I think one of the things that makes you so great is that you are in absolute command of the situation. Like, even just your arrival here, you showed up and you were like, I'm ready to go.
I literally said,
Like-
turn up, as I walked in. I don't know if you guys heard me. Turn up.
When did you find that comfort and that control of this crazy process?
Man, that is such an odd question. I have no idea. No. It's just, that's an interesting question. Goodness. I think the more you just seem comfortable with it, the more comfortable it gets. I guess at first it was so weird. Like, I remember the first time somebody asked me for I'm still so shocked how many people actually, like, know me. Like, when people ask me for photos, I'm always like, really? Like, you know who I am? And it is still so shocking. The first time this girl asked me to write on a piece of toilet paper from the bathroom in the middle of a movie at Universal. And then they had to call the ambulance because people were getting actually trampled. Nobody is cool or famous or interesting enough that people should be getting trampled over them, okay? That is not okay.
Yeah.
And now I always have to walk through the back. They never let me walk actually through Universal. It's like a thing. I have to. Sometimes I sneak in there and I wear like a super big hoodie and then like I never say anything and I just keep my head down so that people don't get trampled. Because Universal would be really mad at me if I didn't call them and go through the back way. Like, they get butthurt.
Fair enough. I want to ask you, you guys, a lot of you have had some time in the industry. How much of all like the dark and like, see, like there's a lot of strategizing and a lot of like ulterior motives. How much of that have you seen like little bits firsthand or heard stories about? How much is amped up for the drama? How, you know, like,
No, I think it's right on point.
you think it's right? Yeah.
I think the show mirrors what you experience in Hollywood or behind the scenes. The stuff that you see in the show is like, oh, that's to the extreme. I used to think the same thing, but it really happens.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this stuff really happens. I think that's what's so unique about the show is that it's based on life. It's based on what this life could be or what it is. And I think that's what's so interesting and so unique about it. Yeah. Because these stories really happen. These love triangles happen. These secrets happen.
Love triangles.
Like,
This show's got like so
We have,
many
we
love
have
triangles.
love squares, actually.
Yeah,
I
there's
say-
like love
Yeah.
parallelograms and love octagons. There's so many love triangles.
crazy.
I say it's a lesson in love geometry.
Yeah, for sure.
a bunch of-
Did you film it? Did you shoot it like out of sequence? Like, was there ever a moment where you walked on set and you had to be reminded of where you were in your arc? Because there's so many different paths and things happening at once.
well, we're shooting a movie
That's
within the
that's
show.
the tricky
Yeah.
part is making the movie in the show.
It's a movie in the show we're making. So that was like, we got like 3 different names.
Yeah, you're Keith.
Well, Carter, tell them about how you were calling Paige Bella and Bella Paige and.
Well, it's a problem sometimes. She's
Carter, you
Bella.
know me for
I-
so long.
I'm Bella, and then I'm supposed to. She's Paige.
And
And we
she's-
go into the
And it's
movie
August.
locked in the show, and now she's August. I kept calling her the wrong name.
Bella, Paige, August.
You can call me whatever. It really doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Call me Young Smurf.
It's
Young
crazy.
Smurf. I never made that mistake. I never called you Young Smurf.
Bella, I know your character, part of the fun for you playing this character, at least I read somewhere, is that it's so different from you, and as like you as a person, it's like fun to play like this different side and this different type of person. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about that and then go around the room if you guys have similar experiences, if it's fun to sort of come into the show and see this familiar world, but play a character and take it from a different perspective. But let's start with you on
Yeah, I couldn't name more differences, honestly, than me and Paige. And Paige comes in it, and she gets struck by fame in such a crazy way that it's really an overnight sensation for her. But, you know, it's been a long time for me working, and I'm still just where everybody else is, you know? And so it is what it is. But Paige is very naive in the way that she has no idea kind of, you know, what to do. This is all her first everything for her. And it's been so long for me, for my first anything in the industry. And it's, I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, Paige, will you stop? Like, will you just see what's right in front of you? But, you know, obviously you are playing a character, and it is a lot of fun to be so different than me.
Yeah. Georgie, what about Cassie? Talk a little bit about your character and how you put her together.
Well, I didn't have to reach very far because it's the same, you know, I was struggling, or not struggling, but auditioning and trying to get a role. And same thing, I had a really close friend of mine, you know, book a huge movie and, you know, kind of watch her get very successful. So I knew what that was like a lot. So it wasn't very hard for me.
Guys, anybody up in the back row? Away in your character?
My character, we have some similarities.
You got a little bit in common?
Yeah, a little
Yeah?
bit in common. Lo said Jordan Wilder is my spirit animal, and I agree. Like we got a few things in common. I mean, he makes some questionable decisions, but it's all out of goodwill, kinda. It's weird, but I aspire to be what Jordan is career-wise, and he's super focused, and I love that about him. He's super serious about his craft, and that's what I take pride in. I take pride in my craft and working hard, and that's what Jordan does. That's what I love about my character, and what I love about this show is we get to learn from my characters too. You know, Marlene, Rebecca might put something in the script where we could learn from. It's like, okay, we got to avoid this in our actual career in real life. That's what's so dope. Yeah.
We can all learn from our characters throughout this show. For me, you know, Rainer sort of holds Paige's hand as she rises to the height of Hollywood, and I think in real life the roles are hold my hand, Belle.
I got you.
Take me with you.
I got you.
But she's been very, very helpful in giving me a lot of advice.
Charlie?
Yeah, for me, Jake and I are really similar. We talk the same, we walk the same. We
look the same.
But one of the big things that really drew me to Jake in the very beginning was we both do the same things. Like when I was a freshman in high school, I wanted to be a screenwriter. It was my biggest dream to be a screenwriter, so I got like halfway to a degree at USC's film school for screenwriting while I was in high school. So I was super ambitious about getting into it. Yeah, no,
You just flex, low key.
I flexed. I tried.
You just flexed.
I tried. But yeah, I've been into screenwriting for a while, and so Jake and I share that. But for us, we just aim really high, and I appreciate that about Jake, and not too disappointed when things don't work out like they're supposed to.
I want to talk to Marlene for a second, especially since you guys mentioned how you're learning a lot from your characters and from the writing. And for those that haven't put it together yet, Marlene, creator, writer, PLL, that she's responsible. So I'll pause while you applaud and thank her for that incredible show. So that's number one. But number two, you also responsible for one of my all-time favorite movies that exists up in the pantheon of feel-good films, which is Now and Then. And so I'll let you applaud for that as well, if you're, even though, yes. So here's my question. Do you bring, the thing that you do really well, and that's great about all of these shows and movies, is authentic relationships, and you really know how to write these characters and their connections. Do you bring a different set of tools that you brought with you 20 years ago when you're writing Now and Then, or on PLL to this show? Do you look at the relationships any different, or is it always the same exercise for you?
No, each one is actually very different, and one of the things that really attracted me to Famous when Bella introduced me to the book was the knowledge that I had sort of watching the Pretty Little Liars become successful actors. You know, most of them, excluding I think Lucy, hadn't worked much in the industry. So I got to see firsthand the stories we're telling in Famous. So it's its own beast in that regard.
I know you guys were saying that like you did commercials or something back in the day. You guys knew each other from different shows. Were there any group or like team bonding excursions that you guys did, or like Freeform's a Disney network? Have you taken the obligatory team trip to Disneyland yet? Is that still?
You did.
I
that-
wish
Yeah, I
that
did
was
go to
obligatory once a week.
But that was with Keegan.
Yeah, that was
I went to we went to Disneyland. That was dope. Me and Keegan, and now we kicked it at Disneyland. But I mean, we kicked it like at Bella crib and just relax.
Yeah, we hang at Bella's house.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Though I will say though, this cast has bonded. We've filmed 10 episodes, and they're so close. These guys have such an amazing connection. They take care of each other, and I hope the show stays on the air for as long as Pretty Little Liars, and they'll have their ups and downs, and I know they'll be okay because they've got each other's backs.
We always hang out.
I got the homies back. That's good. We good.
We have a group chat, a group text.
Yeah, I texting it the most.
It's pretty active.
Because Keith is so
I texting it
active
the
in
most.
chat.
Most
I
of the
text like
time.
at 3 a.m. I
Not allowed to
know
be
they
on
get
it.
tired of
It's
it.
not, it's
Keith's
voice
made his
notes
he's got his
though
own
from you, Keith.
stickers now, and he sends
who's
his
using
face
the
going
most
like,
emojis and stickers?
That was me.
Oh, that was him
me.
sending
I was
that.
sending Keith.
Oh, you sent those?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
how did you do
I'm
that
so
anyway?
confused now. There's so many different things.
Can't
think
tell
you know
It's a
it's
secret.
that.
I can't tell you.
We're going to turn over to audience Q&A in just a couple of seconds. I have a few more questions that I wanted to ask before we turn over there, but just get the wheel spinning, guys, if you haven't yet, and we'll get some mics out there. There's a fun moment in the pilot where Bella, you and Georgie kind of sing a little El King at the laundry.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
It's fun. I think it's a really fun moment. It got me wondering, are we going to see any original compositions in the show at any point? Was there any desire to put some of your music into the show? Is that something you even thought about?
Well, considering I do have music actually coming out, like we should talk about that.
Yeah, you want to plug that?
talk about
You want to talk about that?
What?
Yeah, let's talk about that music.
Talk about it.
Hey,
Make that happen.
Produced by Keith Powers.
Yeah,
Not
so yeah, I have a song coming out with Prince Fox, Sam. It's called Just Call. It's like a type of like a Chainsmokers vibe.
It's really sick.
Hey, I just played it for him last night. He
didn't
actually
even- I
really
didn't
liked
even
it.
hear
And
it.
if Charlie likes it, then like, okay. I know it's good. But yeah, we did have to sing that song, and we were so nervous and low-key hated it.
That was
it
our
was like our
first
first scene
day-
together.
or
We're
our first
playing
scene,
best
yeah.
friends, so it's like obviously you want to have chemistry, and they and Miguel Arteta, the director, made us sing it without any music playing, and so
It
we're
was
completely a cappella.
Just in our ear, and it was horrifying.
Until it wasn't anymore. And then,
Horrifying.
And then he was like louder, screaming.
So we're screaming it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bella has a good voice.
No,
I do not.
No. Yes, you do.
Nah, I don't.
You do.
Yeah, it was.
How many times have you had to ballpark? Did you guys have to run through that song, folding laundry, screaming the word?
Like a couple hours. Like we literally, and
Yeah.
it was like a scene attached to it too. So then you have to go into the whole dialogue portion of the scene and also nail the whole singing portion of the scene.
While you're matching exactly what
Exactly
you're doing.
the same folding,
Because
the
we're
same
folding
clothes,
clothes,
the
so it's
same time.
continuity, and it
Yeah.
just, man, oh man, it took us a minute.
Yeah.
Gotta tell you though, watching the show, you nailed it. You
Hey,
look like two best friends
thank
folding
you.
laundry, singing
Well,
some El
thank
King.
you.
So good job.
Hey.
Dope. Y'all did your thing on that.
Give me some.
Last question I'm going to ask is kind of a silly one before we head over, but so much of this show is about Paige being picked up by this huge franchise and like this life-changing moment. And in this world of prequels, sequels, reboots, and pre-boots and whatever, like you could be pretty much in anything tomorrow. So we're going to go around, pick the franchise, the life-changing franchise that you would be in tomorrow. Any franchise. I think I know your answer.
Star Wars.
Boom. Yeah, I was going to say.
So simple.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I just heard they're making another. They're rebooting the Matrix. I don't think they need to.
What?
What?
That'd be
Call your
blasphemy.
agents. Call your agents.
What a camera.
So wait, are you just saying, is this just like you taking a moment to tell people to not do that, or are you saying you'd want to be in it if they're going to do it?
I'm
even though
down. I mean, if
you're
you're gonna
down,
do it,
yeah,
like-
it's going to
I'd
happen.
vote for
You want to be
you,
involved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is it?
Matrix. Oh, no, I was saying they need to book us for the Matrix.
Oh.
Hello, don't forget me.
Me, It would be Famous in Love. But besides Famous in Love, it'll be Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I want to be in the reboot of Superman. I always
Yeah?
want to play Superman.
You
putting it out there,
You could totally do it. You could totally.
He's Clark Kent, for real.
There's this scene in the end of the series, which you guys will see it. It's so cool. And Charlie comes in basically and saves the day. And he has this. I'm just talking about his little. He's got
Earmuffs,
this Superman
earmuffs.
curl, and it's so cute.
Oh, he does have like
And
a...
we literally were like, "Whoa, dude, you should play Superman." Like,
Yeah,
you
I remember
are
that.
like
I remember looking from a
Superman. It
distance
is
like, yo, he really
weird.
looked like Superman.
Yeah.
We got to start that social media campaign right
Yeah.
now. Like, you got to be Superman. That.
Hey, let's do it.
Bella, any franchise.
I mean, I would
in the world.
I would love to play Laura Croft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I would
absolutely.
really-
Yeah.
But like also
Good
though,
call.
Matrix, like don't leave me out of a job, too. Hi.
Okay, so safe bet everyone here would probably want to be involved one way or another in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And then you've got your individual. And Marlene, if you could write any major franchise, what would it? What would
yeah,
you? I
that's
mean, you're already kind of creating your own major franchises, so. But let's.
I know I'll be the lead.
I was obsessed with Breaking Bad. It's not a franchise, but it was a show that
No,
I
that's-
could
that's a
not
good one.
stop
That's so
watching.
good.
For sure.
I'd like to do a female badass Breaking Bad.
I would love to watch that. That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ready.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here in a year when you do that. Yeah, that's gonna be incredible. All right, we're gonna turn it over to audience. But before I do, guys, as if you need me to tell you, Famous in Love tonight, 9 p.m. Freeform.
Yeah, woo!
Also, if you can't wait, you can binge it now on the app, Freeform app, freeform.com, on demand, Hulu. You can see this thing anywhere. So watch it so we can get our season 2. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's take some audience Q&A.
Like when you guys are filming in the
I love
cast.
your accent, by the way.
Thank you. So when you guys are filming, and like, how do you guys build a bond and a relationship like between all of you?
That's a good question.
They spend a lot of Friday nights that turn into Saturday mornings. We call those fratter days, and I think those are big bonding days.
It's that, and it's like simply because we all want the same common goal. And if you want the same common goal, you got to work together. You have to make it work. I always compare a cast being like a football team. And in a football team, if one thing is off, the whole team is off. It's not like another sport. You have to work together. And I feel like that's what a cast is. That's what a show is, a series. We all have to work together, and we are as good as our weakest link. Like, you never want somebody in the cast to be, like secluded from the rest of the cast, or, because you become a family, become like brothers and sisters. So it's like we're all one, we're together, and we're going towards a common goal.
Are you guys all still friends, like outside of the show?
Absolutely.
I don't really
Definitely.
like these dudes.
I don't talk to him.
I don't know that I
let
would
him.
consider us brother and sisters. That
Considering the
seems-
fact, yeah.
That seems a little,
Yes,
but
the love
really,
triangles.
really close. And we have rave nights at my house all the time. We
Yeah.
really listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, we
really
do.
do.
Yeah.
Lots of nights spent
What
at
friends do.
Bella's
That's what you do. I'm getting a signal. I believe we have time for one more question. Where's our microphone?
All right, hi guys.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
So my
Orion.
question is for all of you guys. Yeah.
I know him.
So I was
we met.
wondering, since like it's really cool that your show surrounds like the whole Hollywood scene. So like, if given the opportunity, like if you could have a celebrity cameo, if you haven't already, who would it be and why?
Good question.
Harrison Ford.
Halle Berry.
Star Wars.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Oh, man.
I'd like a Pretty Little Liar.
Oh.
I'd like that too.
I'd like Shay Mitchell. I'd like Shay to be on the show.
No, Ashley.
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 Shay.
Can you all bug them on social media about that?
No, Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley.
We'll take them all.
Zendaya almost did it. She was really close. Yeah. So I definitely, for next season, we want Z on it.
Uh-oh.
Charlie, did I
Why
don't
you-
want to. Do you have a cameo?
He has a major crush on
I said
Zendaya.
Shay.
I'm just
I'd
gonna
be
put it
down
out
for
there.
Shay. Or any of the real liars.
Well, guys, regrettably, we've got to cut it short. We're out of time. I got to let you go. I know. Get it down. But good news, just because we're stopping here doesn't mean the party can't continue, guys. The show premieres tonight at 9 on Freeform. You can watch it in the app. You can watch it on Hulu, all over the place. Like I said, get out there and watch it so we can get that season 2. Join me one more time in thanking everybody for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Please watch it, guys.